let's see what we have here for you. The energy at the bottom of the deck is going to be the Eight of Swords. I do see here someone whose negative thoughts and limiting beliefs are potentially sabotaging the situation. They are preventing this situation to progress and to get to a place where the two of you can be happy. This Eight of Swords is definitely a tricky card because it's something that it's not a real issue because it happens just in one's head, but at the same time it feels like it is. And the person that has this energy, they feel powerless. They don't understand that the real issue comes from within them, therefore making it hard to progress. But at the same time, it's an easy fix if this person was to be honest to themselves and just more trustworthy of the situation, of their future. That's definitely someone who's doing that because of them protecting themselves. And in fact, we see this Four of Pentacles right in the middle of the reading, which talks about protection, self-protection, self-preservation, and we will get here. But first of all, up here we have the Fool reversed and the Five of Pentacles. And honestly, we clearly see someone who's afraid to take a risk. There is a romance here. There is something that they consider very important, but that's the exact reason why they pull away from it. With the Fool reversed, they wish they had the willpower and they were bold enough to really go for this, to just say yes and not fear anything at all. Now, this is something that it's really happening within them and something that they might not show you on the surface at all. But underneath the surface, there is a whole world, a storm happening right now. And it's clearly saying that the need to go for this, the need to take this leap of faith, take this first step into the unknown, it's there. It's definitely there. At the same time, they're blocking it. They're blocking it because of that Eight of Swords, and they are afraid to be making bad decisions here. No matter what they decide actually to go for this or to not go for this, they are not just confident with their decision making right now, their ability to make good decisions. And so overall, we see how this Fool is showing up reversed because of their fear to lose it all. Now, this Five of Pentacles could be something that is just in their head or just a previous situation where they did end up losing everything that they have built, and that definitely impacted their self-worth, their image of themselves. And I know for a fact here that this person cares about you. It's clear with these cards that if they didn't care, they wouldn't fear anything at all. It's just when you have a lot to lose that you are scared to enter the situation. Right now, we see how in the past someone was not loved back. They felt abandoned, and they know in their head that this is going to happen again, they think, because it's a cycle for them. It's something that keeps repeating over and over and over again. Now, it's really important here to see that with these cards in the middle, they might be feeling this way because perhaps something wrong happened in between the two of you in the past and you asked them to leave, or there was a bad fight and you didn't see each other for a little while, or it could just be someone else from the past that still impacts what they do today because of what happened back then. Six of Cups, the past. This is a person who has a tendency to live in the past. They rely on it to make decisions today. And although, at times it can be good because it helps you, it prevents you to make mistakes that maybe you have made before, seeing red flags and all of that. But at the same time, this is a huge rock that they're trying to carry on their shoulders, and it's just not letting them go anywhere. And so with this card, you see how this person has their mind stuck into the past. Doesn't matter what they do, doesn't matter who they are with, whether you are someone new or just a new chapter within the same relationship, they are there and they're afraid to just let it go of that. And mainly because with the Four of Pentacles, as we were saying, they are protecting themselves. Now, you see here that this person is clearly a highly sensitive person, someone who is deeply impacted by the people around them and by the situations around them. And so they see you there, they're just amazed by how beautiful you are, how actually attracted they are towards you, but they will not admit it now. They will not show it to you. They will not, because of this conservation, trying to remain stable. They are holding on to something, as you see here, and to me that purse right there is just representing the past. Can I let go of certain patterns that they have learned, they have adopted for a long time now, and it's just something that makes them feel stable. And so it's really important to see how they feel right now, because that's not the reflection, the way they behave around you, it's not the reflection of how they feel at all. This is how they feel. But with this Ten of Swords, you know that this person is trying to move away, actually with the Six of Swords here, to move on, to maybe convince themselves that they don't need this connection, they don't need this relationship. But they are not successful at this at all. In fact, the Six of Swords right here is showing us someone who perhaps is moving away, putting some distance in between the two of you. But although this is not everything that is actually happening, and we will see it with the next card, you also see that this is a painful transition for them. Why are they doing this if every fiber in their body is telling them, no, don't do this. This is not what we want. This is not what you're supposed to do. But whenever they think about the situation, I see them really perceiving this as the only option. They have to start new, but the truth is that even if they start new, they will end up back here once again. So it doesn't matter how many times they start this. And keep in mind that one thing that I usually say at the beginning of each reading, energies go both ways. And this could be easily you as well. But feel free to interpret the messages as the best resonate with you. But overall, what I'm seeing is that this person right here is trying everything that they can in order to convince themselves that this is the right choice. But the next card, Eight of Cups reversed, it's a clear representation that regardless of how far they get, their heart is still in this. They can walk away physically, but emotionally, they cannot go anywhere right now. This Eight of Cups usually talks about walking away from a emotional baggage, from a situation where you are connected to emotionally. And this card being reversed, it clearly talks about not being able to do that. They're trying to avoid the issue, they're not trying to solve it. And overall, they feel stuck in their reality, just like the Eight of Swords. This is all a reaction to the fear that they have of the Ten of Swords, which talks about a painful ending. At a certain level, we are all afraid of starting a brand new relationship, knowing that sometimes it can end up here. But this person is not just afraid or fearful, they are terrified. And there is something here which it's telling me that they have to build a more solid foundation. They have to build more confidence within themselves before really entering a connection fully, 100%. But let's keep in mind also here that with this Eight of Cups reverse, I see this person coming back. There is something here that they realize they cannot really walk away from. Even if they try, eventually they want to come back to you, come back to the situation. And this might be the time where they finally open up. That might be the time where they finally tell you everything that they're going through, so that maybe the two of you can work on this together. And so let's see what this Eight of Cups is. I see this person coming back. I want to see what they want to say, what their intentions overall are. Do they see that there is an issue? Do they know how to fix it? Let's see if this issue from this moment forward will be fixed, and how your relationship is going to evolve from that moment forward. How do you feel, Aries, towards this person? What do you want, and what do you want them to fix? Let's look into all of that, and let's see how this relationship will evolve in the near and distant future as well. I'll be continuing the reading in the extended video link below in the description box. Also, don't forget that every week I randomly select viewers that have watched the extended video to offer them a free personal 30-minute reading. I send out emails every Monday morning. Check your spam folder as well. Stay tuned for the extended preview and some more content made just for you. Welcome back to your extended reading, Aries. We have here a situation where someone decided to walk away, decided to disappear because of their fears. And unfortunately, this person, the closer they get to someone, the more they love and care about someone, the farther they get from them. This is a pattern, something that they have been doing for a very long time in their life. And it's something that maybe right now is about to end, to come to a full stop, so that they can finally learn how to do this right. We see with this Eight of Cups, this person starting to come back. They just realize that no matter where they are, their heart is still connected to you, no matter how hard they try. That is just something that they cannot control. Yes, of course, temperance. It's something that they have to learn how to deal with. And so there is here a first attempt into balancing their heart and their mind, the truth with their fear. And I do believe that this is going to be really powerful for the development of this connection. And so let's see what this Eight of Cups represents. Let's start with that, and let's see what they're planning to say to you. Of course, the Seven of Swords. All right. Okay. So the first thing to notice here, very important, is that they start to become